What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Rank, and I want y'all to like, subscribe, share. Definitely hit the notification bell if you want to support the channel. Cash App is in the description of the video. If you want to follow me on any other platforms, everything's in the top description of my channel. With that being said, let's get the show on the road.
You are watching a master at work. Trapaholics, real trap shit.
What up? Tank, what up?
Right from the start, I was too much. I'm closer than you think to the stars. Nigga, look up.
Some remixes. Some remixes. I'm about to get on some quick soul music right quick. And then we're gonna run a couple videos after that. We might play some more music. Mikey come up in here. We about to get on the. We about to get on that Law and Crime. We gotta get a David update.
Oh, getting out of the nighttime. City winds, sleepless eyes. Hear her voice, shake my window. Sweet seducing sigh. Get me out into the nighttime. Four walls hold on me tonight. If this town is just an apple
me on Instagram. I see your playlist.
Electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl? She knows I'm watching. See that girl? She likes the way I stare. They say why?
What up? What up? Oh Booze. Oh Nora. Oh Booze. What up? Hey, where y'all coming in from? City, state, province. Where y'all coming in from, man? Alright, y'all. We got to get down to the nitty gritty, man. We got to get to the updates on the David joint 18 hours ago. Oh, autopsy release and David murder case. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Get him. Let's get him.
Ready, go. Autopsy report for Celeste Rivas Hernandez in the David murder investigation has just been released. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Alright, y'all, we reacted to Sidebar with Jesse Weber, Law and Crime Network. Y'all want to go check out the full video? Go to Law and Crime. It came out yesterday, 18 hours ago.
Okay, so thanks for joining us here on this breaking Sidebar. As I mentioned, right here, this is what we've been waiting for in the David investigation, in the Celeste Rivas death investigation. This is the coroner's report. So it just came in, right? So after David was arrested, after he has been charged with the death of, charged with the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, this is what we've been waiting for. The cause of death, this has been sealed for months, and this is providing a lot of details. I'm going to tell you right now, it is very difficult to read through this. It is gruesome, but this is going to be a key point for both the prosecution and the defense. We know that Celeste's body, the body of this 14-year-old girl, was found in the trunk of a Angeles back on September 8th, 2025. And again, this is going to be a key factor in this prosecution as he faces not only first-degree murder charges, because they're highlighting special circumstances here, lying in wait, financial gain, that she was a witness to a crime, but he's also facing sex crimes charges and mutilation of human remains. So I want to go through this. I want to bring on a special guest. I'm not going to do it by myself. I want to make sense of this. I'm bringing on Mary Jabelek, a former forensic pathologist and former chief medical examiner, to go through this. Mary, thank you so much for taking the time. Before we even get started into the details, I would be remiss if I didn't just start with the statement from the County of Los Angeles medical examiner. I'm going to read it verbatim. The County of Los Angeles Department of Medical Examiner determined the cause and manner of death for 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez is multiple penetrating injuries caused by objects. The manner of death is homicide.
So basically, she was, I guess, hit with some sharp objects
Ms. Hernandez was discovered at 1100 hours on September 8, 2025 in the front trunk of a vehicle in a tow yard in Los Angeles, and death was pronounced by a detective with the LAPD. A deputy medical examiner conducted an examination of Ms. Rivas Hernandez on September 10, 2025. It's about social justice and prevention. Strengthen our ability to learn to act while filing an order from a chief medical examiner right there.
That's true. Sometimes we don't know the specifics about the cause of death in an active investigation because perhaps it's information that only the killer would know. And so that's understandable that might be obscured initially. But I think what the chief medical examiner in LA is saying is that they had this information, they wanted to release this information, and they were thwarted in doing so.
And when you hear, just I'm reading from it, right? So the date of the injury, they say, is unknown. The place of the injury is unknown. Pronounced date, time, September 8th, 2025, 11 a.m. Date of examination, September 10th, 2025. And it was completed, right? So December 9th, 2025. Is that time span typical?
I think from September to December, that's reasonable because they're awaiting certain specialty ancillary tests, such as toxicologic examination. And it's much harder to do on a decomposing body than if it were fresh deceased. So the fact that that takes...
And just to be clear, as we talk about this, David, his defense attorneys have said that he did not murder Celeste and he is not the cause of her death. So I want to go through the specifics right now. Again, it is not easy to hear this, but this is going to be an important part of the legal case. So her cause of homicide, I'm going to penetrate, and by the way, they put diagrams in.
Two penetrating wounds, so it took two penetrating wounds to take her out.
Here as well, but 2 penetrating wounds of the torso, right abdomen with injury to liver, intercostal space and cortical
Left chest, you might have been trying to hit her hard.
disruption of adjacent ribs. Other findings, by
in the shape without saying it's absolutely a knife that did this.
and to be clear, the claim was used. They didn't sharp force injuries. So in other words, is there room here to suggest that it was something else?
Something that was sharp enough to penetrate into the liver and then into space around the lung, the weapon that was used.
That she was alive, rememberment?
Not compact it, to hide it, to dispose of it. I've seen that in a number of...
This is something that we've talked about before. That seemed to be the identified ways that they identified her as Celeste. But when you go to other, including eye color, cannot assess due to severe postmortem changes. Is that decomposition? Is that exactly happened to her? And how much does that complicate this analysis?
Well, forensic pathologists are skilled at identifying wounds and trauma in all manner of body composition. So all the way from the freshly deceased.
With a full beard,
Knowledge base to interpret. They lose their turgor, they don't, they're not the same shape, so not being able to see her eye color, that's a completely normal thing in a decomposition like this.
Her weight was 71 pounds. Is that...
You lose a lot of weight also, in this sort of death decomposition process. So that's not reliable as to what her ante-mortem weight was.
I want to go to skin defect. associated internal organ injuries. They range from 5/16 inch to 1/4 inches in greatest dimension. Multiple superficial linear abrasions are also noted on the right dorsal hand. The upper and lower extremities show full thickness dismemberment with.
Did they? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. Did they have her in a blue bag and they was dismembering her in a blue bag, or like how does
Fragments are
that
collected
work?
by medical examiner criminalists and submitted to the evidence department on September 8th, 2025. The right upper extremity is dismembered 9 inches from the top of the shoulder. The left upper extremity is dismembered 5 inches from the top of the shoulder. The left fourth and fifth fingers are amputated. The right lower extremity is dismembered in 2 places. One site is 12 inches from the top of the leg, and the other is 10 inches from the bottom of the heel. The left lower extremity is dismembered in 2 places. One site is 9 inches from the top of the leg, and the other is 15 inches from the bottom of the heel. It says.
So where did the eye go? I heard it was some fingers missing. I don't know. We'll see when they keep reading this report about the fingers. I heard it was a couple fingers missing, but they was able to identify her by one of the fingers that had I think on her index finger, she had a tattoo like right here.
Liquefaction of the soft tissues. What does this tell you about how she was dismembered?
Scrolling through Instagram, some reels, photos, and videos can be less than edifying.
It's important in dismemberment to look at the edges of the wounds. So any tool marks, any particular saw that might have been used to do this. The fact that there are these blue flecks give you some clue. If you're able to then locate something that was used in the process. And just doing the careful tool mark analysis on the ends of the bones in all of the amputations, the fact that everything is together there in there's the body bag and then there's the trash bag with the limbs in it. They weren't discarded in different places. So you have a lot of material to work on to try to figure out what was used to cut through the limbs.
What amount of effort or tools would be needed to do something like this? And based on the description, I hate to.
So they saying the object that actually took her life is not the object that was used to dismember her body. So this is looking like, I don't know, they used a skill saw. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I just know that the girl was not in one piece when they found her, bro. And that part right, that's very disgusting, bro. Like, David, shame on you. Shame on you.
Hey, just trying to make sense of it.
You know, interesting because many people, when they try to dismember a body, they'll try to go for the joint. Somehow they think that's a good place to go, and that's a really complicated place to disarticulate. Go for the joint. Says something about their logic.
Bro, y'all tripping, bro. Appreciate you for the comment. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching me. Yeah, man. This is just the applause for the comment. But yeah, man, we've been waiting for so long for this information about this little girl being unalived and somebody just being able to walk around like chilling, like everything is cool, bro. This is not cool, my nigga. Like, how can somebody find an unalive child in a car, my nigga? Unalive and walk around for 7 months like you having a fucking like a going away party. But guess what? His ass going away now. Yes, sir. He going away. He going to the booty house. He going to the booty house. They gonna get you in there, boy. They gonna get you.
And so they not only cut the legs in one place, they cut them in two places, to fit them in. I think, but they left it all there. So
Hey Joseph, I'm gonna remember you, bro. Joseph A. Highsmith. Highsmith. I like that. Highsmith.
I can't really psychologically analyze that part.
How is an eye missing? Is that from
Well, it's
decomposition?
not really missing as much as it's all gone away. I believe there was mention also.
Now see, her body was decomposing for so long that the eye might have just decomposed. Like it might have just shriveled up and went back into her brain, or however they found her body. We don't know, man. We just don't know.
Insect activity,
Yeah, can you talk about that?
like grow and become maggots, and then they keep getting.
Yeah, they fucking with they fucking with my live, man. So we're gonna run that back. I'm getting traction, so they fucking with it. I don't know what.
And then they pupate into
What's
the
up?
next
What's up,
generation,
Joker?
etc.
Joker.
So forth. So they can do a lot of destruction because they're scavengers, if you will.
7483.
So
What
they eat
up?
dead tissue, necrotic tissue in they do. Many times they will go for the soft parts of the eye and other soft.
So they're saying that the flies might have ate one of her eyes out. This is, man, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Cut it out, bro. Come on, dog.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Areas.
And does that tell you how long the body has been decomposing, and does it actually relate to a particular?
Morocco, what up? Everybody put their hands together for Morocco. What's happening, bro? Everybody put their hands together for Morocco, man.
Particular location? Is there specific insects that inhabit a certain location, or you could say perhaps there's evidence of those insects being in a certain location?
Well, is business insurance sold by
Yeah, I think that
Hey, if y'all want to support the channel, hit the cash app. It's in the description, man. Y'all hit me up, man. Y'all support the channel
the
too.
entomologists that
And if y'all want to follow me on any other platforms, go to the top of the description of the YouTube. Check me out, man.
do this work specifically, the forensic folks, they collect the maggots, they look at them, they see if there's pupa casings there, if any other material from the flies are there, to try to date it. That could give important information.
The female uterus present and not enlarged and without endometrial lesions and hemorrhage, ovaries and fallopian tubes.
No. We gotta run that back. We gotta run that back. We gotta run that one back. So they said the hold on.
9. Uterus present and not enlarged and without endometrial lesions and hemorrhage, ovaries and fallopian tubes appropriate for age.
So I don't know what they're saying about the fallopian tubes, uterus, and things of that nature. I'm trying to figure out, like, are they saying that she was still a V? I don't know if she was still a V, or I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure that part out.
Other private areas without lesions. Now, it says other female reproductive tract findings, severe postmortem changes noted. This I just want to highlight because one of the allegations, right, has been put forward is, that David was allegedly engaging in illegal sex act.
Hey, bro, we ain't gonna never give up, bro. We ain't gonna never give up. We gonna always keep going, big brother. Thank you, appreciate you, man, and salute, man. You have a good day, man.
With a minor, right, with presumably Celeste. And I know that there was at one point a question of was she pregnant or not? There's nothing to indicate this. Is there something about this particular section
So they're saying that there's no indication she was pregnant. So thank God that another person wasn't unalived in this instance, as far as her being unalive. So let's just thank God that an innocent unborn fetus wasn't hurt in this act, but is sick. Bro, I'm just glad that this man is in jail. Which country am I from? I'm from U.S. I'm from the U.S. I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida. I'm from where it's beaches and all that.
Is out to you?
No, the report indicates the uterus was normal, so it wasn't enlarged as it would be in pregnancy. There wasn't anything seen on the inner lining of the uterus that would be seen in pregnancy. The external genitalia, the description is of decomposed tissue. So whether there was forceful penetration there, because of the advanced state of the decomposition, it wouldn't be seen.
So okay, so they're saying that because of her forcibly, had something done to her. So that shit crazy, bro. Like, bro, I hope they lock his ass up for motherfucking ever, dog. Lock your ass up, bitch. You got to go. You got to go.
I just want to go back to the skin defects. This is a part that we didn't talk about. Or maybe we did. I just need to know if this provides any more information. Skin defect, 3/4 inch. Entrance involving the right abdomen, 21 inches below the top of the head. 1 inch right of midline is a 3/4 inch length penetrating wound with smooth edges. The wound is orientated in the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock directions. The wound tract sequentially perforates the skin and soft tissue of the right abdomen and the liver. Involving the lateral left lower chest, 15 inches below the top of the head. 6 inches left of midline is a 9/16 inch penetrating wound with smooth edges. 2 inches left to right.
So I'm like, bomba clot.
The adjacent rib showed disruption of the cortical bone. Is this anything that we haven't?
I mean, those are the serious fatal wounds that are described by the medical examiner. As I said, going into the body cavity and hitting the liver, which would bleed extensively, and then hitting the pleural cavity on the left, causing air and blood to fill up that space. Again, seeing the blood and seeing the air, any day. But the wounds are there and they mark the track of the penetrating weapon. The fact that there's injury on the ribs themselves might be analyzed for a specific weapon as well. The markings on the ribs.
TMZ reported this. I believe it's to be in here as well, the toxicology findings, right? So it says there was a presumptive positive for methamphetamine and MDMA, but then apparently there was another screening that says meth was inconclusive. MDMA.
So they're saying that she could have had methamphetamines and she could have had MDMA. I don't know what that. I need to look that up. See what the hell MDMA. What
MDMA was not detected. That
I don't know. That sound like. I can't. I don't even want to say that.
Tribute to her death. I think we touched upon that before.
Right.
What if you're reading the same thing? Correct me if I'm wrong, but what does that tell you?
Positive for a drug, and then when you do the in-depth analysis to confirm if that's present or not present, that's the more definitive test. So the not detected results after the screening is more relevant, that she didn't have that in her system. The alcohol, you can form alcohol, ethanol, after death in the decomposition process, and so having some there in a decomposed body is not indicative of imbibing the alcohol.
And
What
just goes into more of the report, how when her body was found, she was wearing a tube top, underwear, leggings, and top. She was missing both arms above the elbows, both legs above the knees.
Damn.
The decedent was
So they cut. So they basically they chopped the head off, both of her arms, both of her legs, and apparently they hit her legs twice. So they chopped her legs up twice. But
insect activity.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Romantic homicide. Just the song alone, bro. It puts you in a bad situation. But what if one of his homeboys wanted to impress him and took her out, not or her to do it?
We've known some of this before, but it's just so difficult to hear. Final thoughts on this and anything that we're missing from the report.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where they get a body, that's gonna be a big thing in this case. The body bag, like, I can't just go to Walmart and get a body bag. I can't go to Target and get a body bag. So where do you find a body bag at to put somebody's unalive body in? Like, that right there is gruesome.
Word that stood out to you?
I mean, I think the medical examiner did a thorough job, and the body is a very important part of analyzing, the penetrating wounds. So some of those additional injuries in the clothing may shed some light on the marks that can't be further identified on the body. I think determining that it's these two fatal wounds that are the primary